Hi. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So, um, we we need to stop meeting like this. No, it's not funny. I would love to be able to be doing another very upbeat stream like we did yesterday. I really am. I'll be honest. I'm nervous about this. This is the last thing I want to be doing right now. I am going to bring on a guest. Kind of for moral support, and also she knows a lot about the history of this whole movement, anti-Scientology movement, and she knows a little bit about who we're going to discuss tonight, or a lot about. Maybe a little and a lot. Okay. I want to read the description of this stream, just to kind of lay the groundwork here, and I want you to know that there is definitely a strong trigger warning. I myself cannot go into detail for my own mental health, um, but it's all available online publicly. So if you're strong enough and you want to confirm everything for yourself, you're absolutely welcome, and I'll tell you how you can do it. Okay, let me read the description here about this live stream. Disturbing information has come to light about a podcaster who has been a collaborator and critic of Ex Scientologists for over 8 years. In the interest of the safety of this online community, public records, receipts, and proof of a guilty plea and conviction of possessing child, I had to reword it, guys, exploitation images, P word, will be provided. The content shared in this video is for informational purposes only. Do not harass or attempt to contact anyone mentioned in this video. So I will start by saying I'm going to explain how I happened across this person. They kind of happened across me, I guess, and they pulled me in. They pulled me in. I was like, "Who is this person? I've never heard of them. I don't know who they are." Okay, let's see who this person is. I have sought legal counsel from two different sources, and I feel confident that what I'm about to say, I am able to say within the confines of YouTube. It's a lot of this information is available online. I'm not going to dox anyone. Names are not doxing, especially someone who is a public figure that uses their name. As far as the records go, they're public. I will not be sharing gory details for my own mental health, and also I won't be sharing any addresses, phone numbers, or anything like that, which are available online. Again, please do not contact this person. Do not harass anybody. Do not go after them. Thank you, Kelly Copter. Love you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is not easy. This is not fucking easy. Okay. All right. So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to take my time. Just a minute. Okay. So who are we talking about? Many of you probably have never heard of this person. You will probably hear of other people that I'm going to bring up that have collaborated with him, or that support him, have shared his materials. I'm not incriminating anyone by association. Some people I am, because they're here to just cause trouble, but there's some that are just, I think that they just accidentally thought that this person was okay. So, hey, honey, thank you, my husband, for being here. Thank you, Carrie J. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the mods. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this is his channel. It's called Echoplex Media. This is his YouTube channel. He's on Rumble. He's on, or no, not Rumble, Twitch. He's on, I don't know what these things are. Twitch, Twitter, all the twatter, whatever, my friend Cheryl calls it twata. Yeah, he's on that. Okay, so how did I get to be lucky enough to find this guy? I guess he found me. I was being tagged and told that this guy has been doing a lot of videos about me. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Come to find out, of course, it has to do with my friendship with Aaron. It's all Aaron's fault. Aaron, if you're in here, it's all your fault. Funny that Aaron, I'm still yet to find any real good dirt on him. As far as I haven't seen any court documents or anything. So yeah, this guy, unbelievable. All right, so let's go through a little bit of his channel here. He's got 941 subscribers. These are his recent live streams. 2 weeks ago, he did one about me, which I will show you a little clip of. It's just darling. It's 3 hours and 46 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's the last one he did about me. He's done some other long live streams as well. He has this woman that he does these little critiques with. They sit there and just mock the person that they just mock and laugh at them. And, they did that for 3 hours and 46 minutes about me 2 weeks ago. The one before that is about Aaron. Wow, that's 5 hours and 19 minutes that they were just throwing shade at Aaron. 2 months ago was a memorial for Mike Render. God rest his soul. And then I don't know what the soups are. I think it's something to do with California. He's an activist in other ways too, I guess. Okay, let's check out his community post, his recent community post. Let's go to 10 days ago. Oh boy, let me just make sure it's still showing. Okay, because I have to switch back and forth from the slides here. Okay. 10 days ago, Echoplex Media. So his name's Dave Litton. He says his name. It's not any secret. Dave Litton says 10 days ago, is there like a factory somewhere that creates new SPTV weirdos and or anti-Scientology perverts? It seems like some new freak of nature arrives on the scene every few days. So yeah, is there a factory somewhere that creates new SPTV weirdos and anti-Scientology perverts? Really? Seems like a new freak of nature arrives on the scene. Well, seriously? We're talking about perverts? Seriously? Well, there might have been some that arrived on the scene, but this guy has been lurking for 8+ years. 8+ years, guys. Let me go through a couple of the other things I wanted to present, and then yeah, I will show you. Just bear with me. It's a lot, I know, but if you have a question or a comment, please put question or comment in all caps, and George will star them. We'll try to get to as many as we can. I'm going to bring my guest on in about 20 minutes or so. Hopefully we will wrap up our commentary within an hour, and then hopefully the second hour we can do some questions and comments. Yes, thank you, George. Okay, where did I want to go next? Let me add that to the stage again and switch over to this tab. Okay, I'm only gonna play a few seconds of this.
Marilyn Honig from Coffee, Cults, and Crafts. This is what happened yesterday, which, oh man, look at all these dumb fucks. I don't even know who these two people. Okay, so this guy. Okay, so I know who. Okay, whatever. All right, let's just start this video. I fucking hate all these people, but we got to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube somehow.
Yeah. Okay, so did you hear that? He said, I fucking hate these people, but we need to get to 1,000 subscribers somehow. So why is he going to mock me and my channel and my video for 3 hours and 46 minutes and 19 seconds so that he can try to get to 1,000 subscribers? That's his reasoning. Okay. Next item up for bid. So let's look into his channel a little bit. Okay, first of all, who are his mods? Interesting. His mods are, you might see there, Pete Jensen. Interesting. You probably heard of him. Who is his other mod? One of his other mods. Some of them I don't recognize. Oh, looky, Mrs. J. Aaron will be fuming that I'm blue on YouTube. Is he still going live? And there she is. Mrs. J, Mrs. J, Mrs. J, Nightbot, whoever. And you might recognize some of these, hey, they're in their chat. I'm not trying to say that they're, guilty by association, but hey, it's public. So you might recognize Retired Red. You might recognize Rio for Life Kim D. And you might recognize Witness / Multi-Chick, who I have some history with her, and Mrs. J. Yeah, so just interesting. The next thing I wanted to bring up is some of the people or some of the channels that feature his work recently. You might recognize these as well. We have, let me just make sure I'm on the right tab. Okay. We have the SPTV Fake Foundation. Some people call it the Potato Foundation. This was 11 days ago. It says Echoplex Media Best of Clips, commentary stream of Aaron Smith Levin, and it looks like Nora was on there. This was from their thing 2 weeks ago or so, and Dave Litton and his friend, he calls her the media wench, were mocking them as well. So, and that was, I think, the 5-hour stream. So there's that. And then, of course, you've got Mrs. J, and she loves to attack second gens, right? So she's attacking Jamie Mustard. This is 3 weeks ago. Jamie Mustard and Echoplex Dave, the interview that never happened, because, she knows everything, because Mrs. J has something to say. I wonder what Mrs. J has to say about this, So, Mrs. J, it's not okay, Mrs. J. And there she is again with all her hideous video stuff. It really looks like the Scientology videos. It's gross. It's super gross. Okay. I want to just give a little bit of history that I came across, and I definitely want to ask my guest in a little while her take on it. But let me preface this by saying I am disappointed to see that some of these very prominent ex-Scientologists were collaborating with this guy. The first one that I found was let me actually put it up. A repost of a podcast that Dave Litton did like 8-9 years ago now with Karen De La Carrier, and no shade on her. I'm sure she didn't know. She'll know now, hopefully, and she won't ever collaborate with him again. But I find it really interesting that, really disappointing actually, that, or sad, whatever, that her husband never like caught this, because he's a PI, and I know that he does a lot of background checks on people, and I wish he'd done a background check on this, because I'm sure that Karen wouldn't have collaborated with him if she had. So, if he had and he discovered this. Let me show that. So he reposted this 2 months ago. It says archive February 2016 interview with Karen De La Carrier. So this just shows, no shade on Karen again. It just shows how far back his interviews go. 6 months ago, he did a collab with Apostate Alex. And again, I'm going to surprise some people. I'm not here to shit on Apostate Alex. I think that if he knew what this guy was about, I'm sure he wouldn't have interviewed with him. I'm sure he wouldn't have collaborated with him. Why am I putting Mrs. J and Pete Jensen and the Potato Foundation and all the trolls in a different category that I am Karen and Alex? Because Karen and Alex do good work. They're ex-Scientologists. They, whether we agree with them or not, whether I agree with them or not, whether I really like them or not, they are in a different category than these fucking trolls. These trolls are just here to cause trouble. They haven't done anything good. They have not contributed to this community whatsoever. So that's why I put them in a different category. But now that we know better, we can do better. So Alex and Karen, You know better, do better. Just stay away from these trolls, please. Okay. The next thing I want to show you, and again, with the utmost respect, with all due respect, I'm not going to trash or crap on the deceased, but I just want to show why this guy is even relevant to talk about. Okay, so let me just show you this. And I'm treading very lightly here, guys. This is what it is. I'm just showing you the receipts. Okay. Okay, the next frame is from, this is a video that Dave Litton did on November 15, 2024, so just a few months ago. And he says, cults and the satanic panic, Dave's thoughts on Mike Rinder and a message to SPTV. Please check out at Mike Rinder's 7-part series. So as many of you know, Mike unfortunately passed away from stage 4 esophageal cancer. And this was maybe a month or 2 months tops before he passed away, sadly. And he came on and did 7-part video. Mike did 7 videos, mostly about Aaron, just really trashing Aaron and a lot of the second gens. So, and Ex Scientologists. So that was very unfortunate. Yeah, very sad, very missed opportunity, but in my opinion. And so there were some comments on, and there were the usual suspects who are commenting on this this video. And one of the comments was from Mike Rinder himself. It says, 3 months ago, thank you for doing this, Dave. I just saw it. I'm still here, and this sort of support gives me strength. Is there a way of contacting you directly? And then Ashley Winters, hi, I'm Dave's co-host. I'm trying to get you our email address, but YouTube is so sensitive. So she's saying she can't really post it there because YouTube will delete it. I sent you a message, and I think it was through his blog or whatever. So she did contact him. Of course, I don't know what happened. That doesn't really matter to me. But I also have a video. I didn't put it up to show, but someone sent me a little video, and I actually confirmed it for myself that at that time, his YouTube channel was his subscribers. I'm sorry, his subscriptions, the channels that he subscribed to were public. And when I scrolled down and looked at it, he was subscribed to Echoplex Media and some second gens and mostly Aftermath people and all that. But he was subscribed to Echoplex Media, which I thought was interesting. So this does give this guy a little bit of relevance or whatever, notorious, whatever you want to call it, but he's not just a random troll. He did have some contact. Okay. Someone said it's called X. Okay, not Twitter. Whatever. I can't stop calling it Twitter. So okay. Okay. What's next, guys? Okay. I just wanted to show one more thing before I show you the court documents. So this person, Dave Litton, he definitely does not like the SPTV Foundation, the real SPTV Foundation, and he weighed in on another thing very recently. I believe this was on, I think it was X. I think this is X, right, guys? Okay. It says Eplex Media, I guess is what he is on. I believe this is X. Maybe they know that this dude is effing shady and abuser. Okay, so Aaron was saying on March 12th, so this was only 4 days ago, it's supposed to take 2 weeks max for the nonprofit to be approved for YouTube giving program. So he's trying to get it approved so that he can do the nonprofit fundraiser on YouTube, so that all of the money for the super chats and everything, and I think the ad revenues as well, will go to the foundation to help people leave Scientology, which is happening. Okay, so he said, can I get some help? Okay, SBTV Foundation application has been under review. Can I get some help? So he's basically putting it out there like, we need help. We really want this to push through and so that we can help people, right? So Dave Litton says, maybe they know that this dude is fucking shady and abuser and an abuser. Everyone knows this at this point. YouTube tends to amplify shady abusers. Maybe in this case, it's not worth it for them. Okay. With that said, okay, talk about shady, talk about an abuser, talk about perverts. All right, this is going to be hard. I want to preface this with saying that we, meaning me and some people that are really good at this, and some legal counsel, 2 different sources that I've consulted, have thoroughly investigated this. It's 100% that guy. And there's many reasons why I could tell you. Some of them are so gross, but his username, he was dumb enough to not ever change his username on Twitch. So the username on Twitch matches some of the disgusting documents that are in public view in the PACER site. So it's PACER, which means public access to court electronic records. You can access them yourself. I think you have to have make a username, and it's like a couple dollars or something, but you can access everything that I'm going to show you, plus some, which I'm not going to show you because I would probably have to be I'd probably have to be fucking admitted, guys. So I'm just going to show you what I feel comfortable showing you, and you can just take my word for it or not take my word for it. But if anyone wants to call this drama, you are a vile person. Vile person. So here we go. Okay, so it says United States District Court, Northern District of California, United States of America versus David Christopher Litton. And there's a case number, and I will show you the blown up details here. Okay, and there's a conviction, and this is the imprisonment. I don't know if he actually served the 6.5 months, but let me show you this. Okay, United States of America, David Christopher Litton, the defendant, and it's checked off, pleaded guilty to 1 count of the information. And you look down at the highlighted charge and nature of offense. You can read that for yourself, guys. You read that for yourself. And here's the case number if you want to look it up yourself. There's other documents surrounding it, but if you put in his first, last, and middle name and this case number, the other things attached to it should also come up. And trigger warning, I'm just telling you. Some things were criminal complaints that stuck, some didn't, and I'm not going to go into those because this is the one that I'm focusing on that was an actual charge, conviction, guilty. He pleaded guilty, and he was sentenced, and I'm not sure how much, if any, of the sentence that he that's another way. You have to obtain it through another means than this PACER site. But this says it all. This says it all. I just want to go cry. Actually, I just want to go cry. Okay. And this is his Echoplex Media. This is his Twitch, I believe. And if you look at the top, it says Echoplex Media, David Boo How, D-A-V-I-D, David B-U-H-A-U. So if you do access that PACER site, remember that username. And I'm not going to dox anybody with addresses or age or any other personal information, but it matches, guys. So if in any of those troll sites, if you see people trying to double, triple down and deny it, fuck all. It's not going to work. It's bollocks. Okay. I think maybe that was it. I don't see my guest yet. Where are my 27 minutes? I guess I'll take some. I guess I'll take some of your comments. Okay. Carrie J, Mrs. J, trying to make herself feel important. Yeah, she's vile. She is vile. And I dare you, Mrs. J, I dare you to try to deny this and try to be brazen about it, because you have done so many videos about me, Farrell Cheryl, and even George Massey. Supposedly we covered up some kind of Lewis Repetto thing. I had no idea who that was until people started to talk about it. I had no idea what he did, and you're full of shit. You're full of shit. So what do you say now? What say you now? Miss J got something to say? You got something to say? Say it. Say it. I dare you. So you need to go, Mrs. J, go away. It rhymes with a lot of stuff, doesn't it? And this Echoplex media guy, whoever supports him now, I will put you on blast if it's the last fucking thing I do. So go ahead. Go ahead and keep supporting him. What's her name? I'm not going to say anybody's actual name, but what is it? Fuck those media people. I'll think of it. All these media people. True Clear Media. That's it. True Clear Media and all of those other trolls, they all work together. They all work together. So Pete Jensen, Potato Foundation, True Clear Media, all of you, fuck off. Fuck off. My hubby, please note, Marilyn is smart enough to let a sleeping dog lie. However, when some bully is dumb enough to repeatedly harass her without provocation, be sure they will be investigated and exposed. And this is my husband talking, and he knows me. He knows me. So, you pulled this in. He would not have been on my radar at all unless he kept tagging me and poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear. So if you got skeletons in your closet, if you live in glass houses, don't fuck with me. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I'm not sure how some of these. George Massey, this shows the amount of influence this guy wields in the community. Yeah. Yeah. Constance June, Mrs. J has her own issues, took a police report for one thing and said it was something else, took down her stream but refused to apologize. Yeah, she's fucking gross. She's gross. Okay, I'm just gonna read this. I'm not gonna say her name because she'll try to get this privatized or whatever. She'll try to. She can't take it down in the U.S., but she can try to take it down in the U.K. Doesn't surprise me. So growing up in Scientology, said doesn't surprise me that this person, Mrs. J, supports a PDF file. She seems the sort to have friends like that. Yeah. Growing up in Scientology, Pete Jensen as well. Pete was the one sending Lindsay all the Xanax she was abusing the past year. That's gross. It's just so gross. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. So, guys, I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm kind of falling apart here. I think I'm gonna continue this tomorrow, maybe, and have my special guest on at some point this week if she can do it. I don't see her here. I know she had something to do and was delayed, so I don't feel like I can keep going on this. So, thank you all for being here, and I think I'm gonna end it here, but I love you guys, and there it is. Do with it what you feel is right, and have a good night. I'm gonna just end it. Bye.